So my name is Emily. I am a nutrition coach, and in this video, I'm going to show you the experiment I did for growing protein in my resistance garden. Okay, so protein is super important. It's one of the three macronutrients that we need to eat every single day in order to meet our nutritional needs. And so in my garden, I wanted to see what protein I could grow, if it would be successful, what would happen. Okay, so I got the seeds from my local HEB actually. I just got the regular like food, dry beans and dry lentils, and I soaked them overnight, and that's how I started my process. Okay, so why did I want to do this experiment with protein? That's pretty simple. Protein is one of the three macronutrients. That means we need to eat it every single day in large amounts in order to make sure that we have what we need. Protein is used by the body in very, very important ways. Of course, it's used to make our muscles. That's super important, one of the most common things people know about it. Protein is also used to make neurotransmitters and some hormones. It's involved in a lot of very important processes in our body. So we need it every day. We need lots of it. I'm vegan, so of course I don't get my protein from meat. I get my protein from plant sources. So in order to build a resistance garden and to really kind of try to meet those nutritional needs from my garden as much as I can, I wanted to see how I would do growing some protein. I have a video about resistance gardening if you want to learn a little bit more about that. Quickly, it's basically gardening with keeping in mind that a lot of our needs are being neglected by the state, aka the government, and we need to try and fill these gaps in ourselves, with our community, and in mutual aid groups. So I am having my own resistance garden at my house in my backyard, and I've been growing lots of different things. I have some fruit trees, I have some vegetables growing, and this year I wanted to try some really good sources of protein. So, like I said, I chose pinto beans, garbanzo beans, and lentils. Got them from my local HEB. This video was brought to you by Interconnected Nutrition, where I offer online nutrition coaching. You can book with me on my website and also check out the free resources I have, including the blog where I write about nutrition science and public health. Okay, so here are the seeds. I put them in these small containers in water overnight, and honestly, I used way too many seeds, especially way too many lentil seeds, but that's okay. So I'm putting them into these seed trays that I got. They are really nice. They have 36 different little like sections, seed sections. And so I'm able to get a lot of seeds planted with just one tray. So I did the first 3 rows with one garbanzo bean, one chickpea, and then I did the next 2 rows with 2 pinto beans each. And then on the last row, I just did like a pinch of lentil seeds. You can see here there's like, I don't know, at least 5 seeds per little section. Then I give them a good watering. Make sure that the soil gets nice and soaked, and then I leave it on a heating tray. I leave it on a heating mat, like a seed heating mat that I got. Okay, so now this is later. They have all sprouted, and so now I'm filling up these cups, and I'm going to be transferring them into these cups so that they can grow their roots a bit more, grow bigger, and just have a bit more space. And this is the new setup. They are in cups. In the seed tray, I have planted more seeds to just, keep growing more. And here they are about a week later. You can see that the lentils are getting very, very leggy, and the beans as well. I did not have enough light for them inside. Look at how tall they've grown. They are just reaching, reaching, reaching. So I finally put them outside, but as you can see, they are still very, very tall. Okay, so here I planted some pinto beans in these fruit trees that I have. These pinto beans are nitrogen fixers, so they will help the soil have more nitrogen available for the fruit tree. I'm trying to get a non-blurry close-up of this, but it's just not working with my camera. So I planted lentils here in this bed. This is a north-facing bed. I also planted chickpeas as well. You can see them here. And I did this experiment in 3 different beds. So I have this north-facing bed. Here you can see the chickpeas growing after about a week of being transplanted here. The lentils, as you can see, have kind of basically stayed the same from when I transplanted them. I think they got a lot of damage from the lack of light that I had inside for them. Okay, so I also have a south-facing bed and a west-facing bed that I am planting in them. Ok, aquí estamos en el jardín, aquí enseguida de la casa, aquí es un árbol de naranjas, es un naranjo.
Lo estamos empezando este año.
Aquí pusimos lentejas. Lentejas. ¿Y acá?
Ahí tenemos garbanzo y garbanzo.
Oh, sí, aquí garbanzos. ¿Y qué tenemos acá, pa?
Aquí tenemos romero, tenemos orégano y cilantro con el que nos comemos los taquitos.
Aquí hay mucho cilantro que se está dando porque le gusta el frío aquí en este tiempo. Okay, so here is the south-facing bed. These are the lentils that I planted. And then over here are more lentils and chickpeas as well. These are planted around a peach tree and a lemon tree that are south-facing. And okay, here are some more lentils and chickpeas. This is the west-facing bed. And as you can see, the chickpeas have a lot more foliage than the lentils. So I wish I had done more for the lentils, but they're just not doing as well as the chickpeas. In all 3 beds, the north-facing bed, south-facing bed, and west-facing beds that I planted the lentils in, all 3 did not so well. The chickpeas, here you can see they're growing some more green, some more leaves. They're spaced a little bit too far apart. I will be making those much closer next time. But so far, the chickpeas are doing good. I've also planted some other things like radishes and some lettuce in this bed. Here are the chickpeas next to the peach tree. Just 3. This is an experiment, so I didn't do that many, but going forward, I will be planting so much more chickpeas in this area. Here is a lemon tree. We think it's a lemon tree. Here are the lentils. As you can see, they are still pretty scarce. Okay, here is a little bit of a rainy day interlude.
Miren qué bonito está lloviendo. Y se oye el ruido muy bonito, muy relajante. Miren qué bonito ruido.
And finally, we got some garbanzos out of these plants. Here you can see them growing. Here are some pinto beans as well. They are growing. We're going to be harvesting the garbanzos for seeds. The beans, we ate some of them as green beans, and we're going to be harvesting pinto beans as well. The experiment, I guess you could say, was successful. I was able to grow chickpeas and pinto beans. The lentils were not fully successful. They were growing but did not produce any seeds or pods. Here are the pinto beans that we collected, as long as with some other beans, and here are the garbanzos. Look at them, they are so cute. So I'm really happy we were able to get some seeds from the experiment. Now I can plant these again and start to get them adapted to my soil and my local area. Thank you so much for watching my video, for learning about my experiment. I hope that you can try something similar in your garden. Let me know how it goes in the comments. Let me know if you have any ideas or maybe any tips for how I could do this better next year or next time that I try it. Let me know. Have a good rest of your day. Please like the video, share with everyone to spread this kind of content, and subscribe to my channel. Love you. Bye.